Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. This is Manahil Jameel, roll number BS20, hashtag 07, the student of semester 1, morning, BS Mathematics. I am the group leader of group number 7. My other group members are Shiza Mehboob, roll number 30, Fatma Noor, roll number 35, Fatma Nadeem, roll number 50, Habiba Arshad, roll number 27, and Maryam Hamid, roll number 55. This presentation is submitted to Sir Zishan Yusuf, who is the subject in charge of our subject Computer. Dr. Zishan Yusuf is a Pakistani mathematician and HEC approved supervisor specialized in geometry, mathematical physics, and cosmology. Today, my presentation topic is server operating system, and I'll discuss about the types of server operating system. So the contents are following as: first one is web server, database server, proxy server, virtual server, DNS server, mail server, file server, print server, application server, and last one is monitoring and management server. First of all, I'll discuss about the first type of server operating system. The first type of server operating system is web server. So the question is, what is web server? The answer is, a web server is software and hardware that uses HTTP and other protocols to respond to client requests. Here, HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. The diagram of web server is following as. Next, I'll discuss about the types of web server. So the question is, how many types of web server? The answer is, there are 3 types of web server. The types of web server are following as. First one is Apache web servers. Second one is Microsoft Internet Information Services servers. And the last one is Nginx servers. Then I discuss about the uses of web server. The uses of web server are following as. First one is sending and receiving emails. Second one is downloading requests of file transfer protocol. And last one is building and publishing web pages. After web server, I'll discuss about the second type of server operating system. The second type of server operating system is database server. So the question is, what is the definition of database server? The answer is, a database server is a server which uses a database application that provides database services to other computer programs or to computers as defined by the client-server model. The diagram of database server is following as. After diagram, I'll discuss about the applications of database server. So the applications of database server are following as. First one is Oracle and the second one is Microsoft SQL Server. Here SQL stands for Structured Query Language. Third one is DB2. Here DB stands for database. Fourth one is Informix. And the last one is Postgraduate Structured Query Language. Here we have a question. How does a database server work? So the answer is a database server is computer in a LAN that is dedicated to database storage and retrieval. The database server holds the database management system and the databases. Upon request from the client machines, it searches the database for selected records and passes them back over the network. Here, LAN stands for Local Area Network. After discussing database server, I continue my topic with next type of server operating system. The third type of server operating system is proxy server. So the question is, what is called proxy server? The answer is a proxy server is a server application that acts as an intermediary for requests from clients seeking resources from servers that provide those resources. The diagram of proxy server is given as. In diagram, we can see that proxy server acts as an intermediary between us and internet. After diagram, I'll discuss about the types of proxy server. So the types of proxy server are following as. First one is transparent proxy. Second one is anonymous proxy. Third one is distorting proxy. And the last one is high anonymity proxy. Here a question arises, why should we use a proxy server? So the answer is we should use a proxy server because it has many benefits. So I'm telling you that benefits. First one is bandwidth savings and improved speeds. Second one is improved security. Third one is get access to blocked resources. Fourth one is privacy benefits. And the last one is to control internet usage of employees and children. After this, I'll discuss about the fourth type of server operating system. The fourth type of server operating system is virtual server. So what is virtual server? The answer is a virtual server is a server that shares hardware and software resources with other operating system versus dedicated. The diagram of virtual server is following as. In diagram, we can see that virtual server shares hardware and software of client computer with real servers. After diagram, I'll discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of virtual server. First of all, I'll discuss about the advantages of virtual server. So the advantages are following as. First one is facilities to be simplified, space saving, time and cost saving. Second one is greater availability and easier recovery in case of disaster. Third one is migrating servers to new hardware transparently. Fourth one is reduced downtime. After advantages, I'll discuss about the disadvantages of virtual server. So the disadvantages are following as. First one is difficulty in direct access to hardware. For example, specific cards are USB devices. Here, USB stands for Universal Serial Bus. Second one is it requires multiple links in a chain that must work together cohesively. Third one is huge RAM consumption since each virtual machine will occupy a separate area of the same. Here, RAM stands for Random Access Memory. After virtual server, I'll go to the next type of server operating system. The next type of server operating system is DNS servers. DNS stands for Domain Name System. So the question is, what is Domain Name System servers? The answer is Domain Name System servers are application servers that provide name resolution to client computers by converting names easily understood by humans into machine readable IP addresses. Here, IP stands for Internet Protocol. The diagram of DNS servers is following as. After diagram, I'll discuss about the types of DNS server. There are three types of DNS server. The types of DNS server are following as. First one is DNS resolver. Second one is DNS root server. Third one is authoritative name server. Now I am giving you the example of DNS server. DNS translates human readable domain names, for example www.amazon.com to machine IP addresses. And as I told, IP stands for Internet Protocol. After this, I'll give you the knowledge about the next type of server operating system is mail server. So the question is, what is called mail server? The answer is a mail server is a server that handles and delivers email or a network, usually over the internet. Mail server, sometimes also called an email server. Now I am giving you the example of mail server. The SMTP, the abbreviation of Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, sends messages and handles outgoing mail requests. The IMAP, the abbreviation of Internet Message Access Protocol, and POP3, Post Office Protocol, receive messages and are used to process incoming mail. Here we have a question: how is an email transported? So the answer is given in the diagram. Next, I'll discuss about the next type of server operating system. The next type of server operating system is file server. A file server is a central server instance in a computer network that enables connected clients to access the server storage capacities. The diagram of file server is given as. In diagram, HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol, as I told in discussion of web server. Next, after diagram, we see the advantages and disadvantages of file server. First of all, we see the advantages of file server. So the advantages of file server are following as. First one is less maintenance of your system. Second one is easy to data recovery. Third one is easy to handle all files centrally. Fourth one is data is highly secured and easy to get backup. Now I'll discuss about the disadvantages of file server. So the disadvantages of file server are following as: first one is it may be costly if it is used in small companies where 2 or 3 employees work. Second one is require well qualified IT person to set up and administrator. Third one is increase network bandwidth by reading and writing files to and from the file server by all clients. Now I continue my topic with next type of server operating system. The next type of server operating system is print server. So the question is, what is print server? The answer is, a print server is a type of server that connects printers to client computers over a network. A print server is also called printer server. The diagram of print server is following as: in diagram, USB stands for Universal Serial Bus, as I told, and LPT stands for Line Printer Terminal. The print server can be connected to your printing device through a parallel USB or wireless connection. Here a question arises: why is a print server useful? The answer is, you may find a print server useful if your business has multiple printers and a significant need for printing many documents or promotional materials. If your business building consists of multiple floors and offices, using a print server will allow you to print, record, or delete pending files that you have ordered to print at several different machines. After this, I'll discuss about the next type of server operating system. The next type of server operating system is application server. So the question is, what is the definition of application server? The answer is, an application server is a server that hosts applications. Application server frameworks are software frameworks for building application servers. An application server framework provides both facilities to create web applications and a server environment to run them. After this, I am giving you the example of application server. The answer is, application server platforms are J2EE, WebLogic, Glassfish, JBoss, Enterprise Application Platform, Apache Tomcat, and Apache Geronimo, to name but a few. Here, J2EE stands for Java 2 Platform Enterprise. Here, a question arises: what is the use of application server? The answer is, an application server is designed to install, operate, and host applications and associated service for end users, IT service, and organizations, and facilities the hosting and delivery of high-end consumer or business applications. The diagram of application server is following as: after application server, I'll discuss about the last type of server operating system. The last type of server operating system is monitoring and management server. Here we have two terms: server management and server monitoring. First of all, I'll discuss about the server management. So what is server management? The answer is, Server management is the process of monitoring and maintaining servers to operate at peak performance. After this, I discuss about the server monitoring. So the question is, what is server monitoring? The answer is, server monitoring is the process of gaining visibility into the activity on your server, whether physical or virtual. It also encompasses the management of software, hardware, security, and backups. A monitoring server will respond to requests from monitoring clients such as those run by network administrators watching the health of the network. The diagram of monitoring is following as: by the grace of Allah, finally my topic end. Thank you so much for watching.